It's a pleasure to be here. I like to think I'm a tall patient advocate and not a huge patient advocate, but that's okay. But let's find out a little bit about who we have online or who's filled out the survey so we have an idea of who is with us today. So first of all, it looks like the majority of you have been diagnosed recently in the last 1 to 3 years. Our panel of experts are actually very good friends of mine as well, who I've collaborated on in various forums and various places. Lindsay Gardner is from a nurse from UCLA, and she and I have worked together for providers in developing countries.
Well, let's see how this technology works in our modern era of living in the virtual world. So Josh asked me to give a brief introduction to PRRT and somatostatin receptor PET. So I will keep to that and be very brief. But for those of you who may not be as familiar with the technology, this should just serve as some background information. And so we're all on a level playing field before we get into our discussion. Bronchial carcinoids respond to lutetium dotatate because each of these different primary tumors actually are different across the different sites.
So we are obviously in this COVID-19 times, and we've talked a little bit about bone marrow suppression and making white blood cells.
Well, the truth is that we don't know. The gut feeling is that probably there is somewhat increased risk compared to general population, especially if there is decreased lymphocyte count and neutrophil count. So risk is probably increased.
I want to thank all three of you for participating today. I want to thank the patients who joined us and stayed with us through the entire webinar. Again, thank you so much for joining us. And with that, Rich, please take us out.
We just wanted to thank again all the speakers, Josh Mailman and Rich at TVPLIVE for an excellent webinar.
And then don't forget to follow us on social media. Our handle is @LACNETS. You can follow us on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. We look forward to our next webinar.